Hi guys. All right, so sorry it took so long to get to this, but um, been trying to get as much information together as I can about the different brokers and stuff that you guys have to choose from. Um, I'm not going to cover all of them just because there's a lot of different options out there. Some are better than others. Some are way better than others. Some of them are basically crap. And they don't. And as I said in the first videos, you want to choose a broker that's going to be able to grow with you because when you start, I mean, literally, when you start, you're literally going to want to be able to just place an order, and pretty much everything is as simple as that, where you can just place an order and and that's good. But the thing is you'll find out really quickly that if you're not doing your own due diligence and checking out charts, my grandson, um, if you're not doing your own charting and stuff like that, you're gonna find yourself just guessing, and you don't want to be in that place. Um, um, anyways, so I'm gonna take you through some of the basic brokers that are out there. Then I'm gonna take you through two of them that are pretty good options, and I'll show you the one that I use, which I'm sure no secret, it's Thinkorswim. Um, and I'll go not too in depth in Thinkorswim, but I'm going to try to keep this as quick as possible. So let's do it. All right. So first of all, we have Acorns. Acorns is basically, in fact, let me move this down to the screen here. Let me put this back on here. All right, so Acorns. I gotta move myself down way over here. All right, so Acorns is basically it's a broker for the investor that basically just wants to passively invest. For instance, if you have an Acorns account, um, what you buy. Let me turn this music down. It's bugging me. All right. Basically, when you have an Acorns account, if you can get this Acorns Visa debit card, and pretty much every purchase you make with it. Let's say you buy Starbucks and it comes to like $12.37. You can have it to where it like takes that 37 cent, or takes that 37 cents, or no, you pay 13 and it takes the difference and puts it into this account for you and just invests it where you have predefined what you want to invest in. I'm not familiar with the inside of this app. I've never signed up for an account in this, so I mean, I could have created just a bogus account to show you guys. I mean, would I recommend it? I don't know. I have no idea. I've heard good things about it. It sounds like it's pretty cool for the person that just wants to invest passively on the side. Um, if this sounds like that's your deal, cool. And the thing is, that it sounds like it's kind of automatic to where you really don't have to manage it too much. You basically can choose just different sectors and stuff that you want to invest in, or specific names, but the money that goes into that account is basically just excess change that you have from different purchases. So and I believe you can add more money to it. It's automatically, on purchases and stuff like that, it's going to uh, add to your account to help make your account grow along, to add them to your investments. So next we have M1. M1 is pretty interesting. I thought about opening an account in M1 for my grandson's account. The only problem is from what I was looking into, it didn't look like it was as in depth as I would want. Plus, I just never got around to it. M1, the idea behind M1, and each one of these brokers have different little niches, that kind of make it, uh, make it stand out from the others. So M1 is based on fractional shares, as you can see on the screen here. When you open up an M1 account, you'll create what they call a pie. Okay, so and what that is you choose different sectors, different names. By names, I mean different companies that you want to invest in. So say for instance you want 30% Amazon. You create a pie, like a pie chart. You want 30% of your portfolio to be in Amazon and 17% to be in say Microsoft, and 5% in Tesla, and 3% in gold, stuff like that. You can create your own specific pie. It's basically you creating your own portfolio or your own fund, so to speak. With creating your pie, you can actually choose investments that help to hedge your other stuff as well. And by hedging, I'm basically meaning, so for instance, let's say the majority of your pie is all S&P 500 names, plus some commodities sprinkled in there like gold and silver, or whatever. You could actually throw in some inverse ETFs, some bearish inverse ETFs into that pie. Like you have different ETFs like SPXU, SQQQ. A bunch of different tickers that are basically, they go up if the market's going down. So basically, if the market's going down, and you're all bullish on everything that's in your pie, you're going to be losing some money. Okay, but if you have a couple pieces of that pie in there that are basically hedging you, or basically making money as the market's going down, it kind of slows your descent. And helps you not lose so much too fast. The only caveat with that is that you also don't make as much money as fast, because when the market's going up, they're going down. Okay, so it's all in how you like to play with it. So M1 sounds, I mean, it's for, I don't want to say the beginning advanced type trader or investor. It's more of an investor type thing. Again, it's more passive. It's, your managing timeline is probably once every, I mean, you could do it once a day if you wanted to and just see everything, but basically you want to check in once a week, once a month, something like that, kind of see how your pie is doing. And you can create different pies as well. That's kind of cool. You can create an individual account, joint accounts, an IRA account, or trust account, and it goes into explaining the pie. In fact, let's click this to learn more. So basically, just like it says here, you can create different pies with different things in it. They have expert pies, where you can see how some of the pros are creating their investment portfolios, and you can create your own. So. Not a bad option. I'm active. I'm in the market actively. This would not fit me, but if this is something that that and Acorns, it's kind of like an automatic thing. You're not going to be a millionaire with Acorns unless you buy lots of stuff. But if you buy lots of stuff, you're probably not going to be a millionaire because you're always buying stuff. But but in M1, I mean, you're probably going to have a decent little chunk depending on how much money you put in there, and how your investments go. The next one is Robinhood. This is my grandson's account. It's pretty small right now. I've grown it from it was down to $8 about a month and a half ago, and I've basically just been mirroring his account with my account in Thinkorswim, and as you can see, it's doing pretty good. Robinhood, basic is one word. A lot of people have a lot of problems with it. There was one time where the market was dropping, and a lot of people that had Robinhood accounts couldn't get their money out of Robinhood. It kept rejecting their orders to get out of the market, even though they were losing lots of money. And Robinhood decided to send them all like a $50 gift card or something like that. Robinhood is very basic. It's more active. I mean, with Robinhood, you can choose to be passive or active with it. The only problem is with Robinhood, this is your charts. Okay, whether you're on mobile or desktop, this is your charts. I mean, you can't draw trend lines. You can't check volume. I mean, it does say, like, if I were to go into one of these here, it'll say today's return. It'll show different things about earnings, when earnings are coming up, analyst ratings, your orders. It also shows people who bought this also bought these different stocks as well. That could give you a little bit of hint of different sectors people are trying to hit. It's very basic. I'm not a big Robinhood fan, but I really haven't gotten around to switching my grandson's account into anything more specific. But in Robinhood, you basically, in fact, let's just pretend here. Let's say I want to buy. I know Tesla's ticker is TSLA, so so I wanna buy a share of Tesla, which I'm not going to because it's $783 right now. But I can go here. I'm on Tesla's page. I can look at the 1 day chart for Tesla. I can look at the 1 week. I can look at the 1 month. I can look at the 3 month. I can look at the 1 year. I can look at the 5 year. That's the extent of charts in Robinhood. But if I wanted to purchase a share or lot of shares from Robinhood, I would just simply, you could choose different types of orders, limit orders. I'll get into what types of orders are later, but let's just stick with market orders for now. It's the basic, I want in, get me in type of order. Okay. Limit orders are for I want in at a specific price. Okay. Or I want in at a specific price or better. Okay. A stop loss order is basically like you place this order so when price reaches that level, it buys you in. Or that's actually a stop limit order, a trailing stop order. I don't know why they have the stop loss order and the trailing stop order for a buy. That's normally on the sell side, but let's just say market order. We'll stick with that. So let's say I want 1 share of Tesla. I'm going to go ahead and click and type in 1 share. It shows me how much my buying power is. So I could buy $11.68 a share. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to buy a share of Tesla right now because I only have $11.68 to be able to use. Okay, so that's one thing to check. Let's do a little bit more realistic stock, like Zynga, ZNGA. They're doing actually pretty good right now. Zynga was like under $1 a couple years back, and I was in it like, I don't know, like 80 some cents a share. Wish I would have held on. No, I don't. So anyways, so let's say I want, let's go 1 share. In fact, I'll just buy one. What the heck? 1 share of Zynga at market price. So I'm just going to click review order. The thing is that right now the market is closed. The market is normally open from 6:30 a.m. Pacific time to 1 p.m. Pacific time. I could, Robinhood does offer after hours up until 5 p.m. The problem is with buying after hours is that there's a big spread between the price people are wanting to sell at and the price that people are wanting to buy at. Okay, so if I were to buy a share of this, say it was before 5 p.m., people wanting in might want in at $7.50, while the people wanting out want out at $7.90. Okay, so in order for me to get in, I would have to buy a share at $7.90, which to me is not a good deal. Okay, especially since the last closing price of the market was $7.64. So I would not want to play after hours, so to speak, unless the spread was tighter. Okay. So Anything that I'm talking about right now, I can go into deeper with you one-on-one, or you guys can let me know and I can cover it at a later date. But it may sound confusing, but it's not. It's super simple stuff. When talking spreads and buy and bid and ask and all that kind of stuff, it's simple. Um, I'm a dummy. I am not mathematically inclined at all, and it's pretty simple. But so basically, if the market were open right now, I would go ahead and place. Okay, I want to buy one share. Market price is 764. I would click buy, and guess what? And I accidentally clicked buy. I didn't purchase a share. I basically placed an order. Since the market is, so see how it says it's queued? Basically, this will fill after 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, when pre-market starts for Robinhood, which is 6 a.m. Market opens at 6:30. All right, but again, pre-market and aftermarket, the spreads can be really wide depending on the stock. All right, so yeah, let me cancel this. All right, so buying and selling on Robinhood, that's it. Literally, you put in how many shares you want to buy. You can choose different order types. Spend some time, get to know what different types of ways you can place orders, because you could save a lot of money that way. And then your estimated cost, click review order and click buy, and boom, you're done. Same thing with selling. If I want to sell, in fact, let me go to one of his active. TWOU, let's say I want to sell what he has in there, which he's got. I'm going to click sell. Shows he has one share of TWOU. He actually has two. Why is it only showing one? Weird. So anyways, let's say I want to sell one share. And that's the thing is, if you have 50 shares, you could sell just one share. You don't have to sell all of them at the same time. You don't have to buy all at the same time. That's what they call position size, not position sizing, tiering in or something like that. A lot of people think that when you think it's time to buy, that you have to throw everything at it. You have to buy all your shares at that time, and you don't. You can buy, a starter position, and then as price begins to do what you expected it to do, you could add to that position. And the same thing with selling, is you don't have to sell all at the same time. You can sell a couple here, a couple there. It's like that one I was in, WATT. The day before it ran 380%, I was up 10% on it, so I sold off 60% of my entire position at a 10% profit. And I held on to 40%, just figuring, I'm playing on house money. So next morning I wake up and it's up 182%. So I sold the rest off, and I was like, oh my god. And it ran 380% total. So if I'd have kept it all in there. But anyways, that's tiering in, tiering out. That's an advanced practice. As you progress, you'll learn how to do that more and more, better and better. All right, time to move on. That's Robinhood, basic. Yeah. Okay. So the last kind of mediocre option is use stock trade. Okay. Use stock trade is basically this. So I've got this account here. I used to use basically what use stock trade is. It's not a broker per se with a financial institution, as much as it's a broker between you and some other trader somewhere. Okay, and I know that sounds eerily familiar like everything else, but the thing is what this is that if I wanted to buy into ticker Gush, GUSH, there would need to be another stock trade user that had Gush that wanted to sell at that price that I wanted to buy. So it's kind of like an exchange, like a stock exchange. Anyways, the reason for this is very specific. Basically, it's so that you can avoid the pattern day trader rule. You can day trade all day long with stock trade. Okay, you can place as many trades as you want all day long. Okay. The only bad thing is you pay $1 to buy and $1 to sell. So every trade is at minimum $2. Okay. So if you have a small account, you can't sell unless you've made at least $2 in profit. okay, or else you're taking a dump, no matter how, you know. So the thing is there's that $1, $1 to buy, $1 to sell, um, and it's basic, okay. And there is no charts, at least that I can remember. Let's pull up Tesla. I just like pulling up Tesla just for the heck of it. All right, so this is what you get. You get cards. There's no charts other than when you go into here, you can look at your P&L, your profit and loss, and all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, this is back when I used this, how profitable I was. Yeah, I had on June of 2019, I lost a total of negative $49. In July, I lost $153. In August, I lost $94. And that's just for 2019, I believe. Yeah, I didn't do too well just because I was gambling. So, all right. So, but this is it. Uh, this is use stock trade. You pay $1 to buy, $1 to sell. You place, let's say you want 10 shares of Tesla, and then you put in the price that you want. Or you could just click buy and it's going to buy you in at the market price, which is generally not a good idea because you're going to be suffering slippage, which means you're going to pay more than what it's worth at that moment. But you can put in a price, like say I want it at 7.80 and 2 cents. I could put that in and click buy. It's going to queue my order down here once it comes up. And the thing is if there's no one on the other side of that wanting to sell Tesla at that price, you're screwed. Okay. Yeah. So, and then it'll show your holdings, your transactions. You can create strategies like, you can create stop losses and different order types and stuff like that. It's very basic. I wouldn't recommend it for a new user. I wouldn't recommend it at all, pretty much. All right, so let's go to the runner-up here, which is Webull. Okay, Webull they did it right in my opinion. The free web-based broker. They did it pretty good. They're number one. I like the way that their whole platform is set up. It's all black. I'm a big fan of black. Just a sec here. All right. So I'm already logged in here, but the thing is, I'd be lying to you if I said that I knew my way around Webull like I should, but I don't. I'm hardcore Thinkorswim, so, but it's pretty similar to Thinkorswim. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Thinkorswim does, and it's a little bit more dumbed down. So basically with Webull here, obviously you can type in the ticker name that you want to pull up. Like you can pull up Tesla. Let's say you want to pull up Apple, AAPL, and it'll bring up the Apple chart. And right now I have the Heiken Ashi candles in here with I think it's a 5 period moving average. But anyways, you got your price on the side here. You got your volume at the bottom. It shows you your corporate actions like your earnings and your dividends and stuff like that. Very similar to Thinkorswim. On the side here, you can create your own watch lists. You can look at different markets. This is one cool thing about Webull, okay, is that not only can you trade on the American stock markets, you can also trade Asian markets, Aussie markets, global. You can trade cryptos, and that's another thing in Robinhood you can do is you can trade cryptos. But again, it's very basic, no charts. If you're wondering, support and resistance, you can't figure that out in Robinhood. But here in Webull you can. So let's go cryptos. Let's check out Dogecoin. I had my grandson's account. They don't carry Dogecoin. That's crap. But yeah, they don't carry it. So, but yeah, you can do cryptos. You can do cryptos in Webull. But you can do global markets. Their whole UI is pretty kick-ass. I love the black. I love how you can see how the different markets are doing here in one place. It's kind of cool. They do have a stock screener. I believe it comes with some pre-made scanners that you can scan for specific things. And again, we can go through that at a later time where I can show you, give you some basic scanners that'll kind of lead you to some of the better stocks. Um, but yeah, you can choose all sorts of different stuff. Different market cap, price per share, different types of technical indicator uh, triggers. It's not as in depth as Thinkorswim by any stretch of the imagination, but it'll get the job done. Okay. And then you can go to trade. Once you're at this trade screen, and it's similar to that of Ustock Trade in that it has the card view, so to speak, but you can queue up, I believe, even more than 3 different trades at a time if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend that at all. Get used to just doing one trade, sit on it for a couple days, and then just let speed take care of itself. Don't try to be a day trader day one. Okay, just take care of one trade, learn to manage that trade, learn to think through that trade. Don't try to be Gordon Gekko right off the bat. Whoever Gordon Gekko is, I always hear that name. But anyways, yeah, I've never seen the movie. I'm guessing it's from Wall Street. Yeah. Um, so yeah, so here you can place your trade. Let's say I want to buy a share of Tesla. I would just type in that there. It shows me time and sales, which time and sales it shows me shares, lots of shares that were bought, and at what time, and at what price. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing this is kind of like a bid-ask spread type of volume indicator or something. I'm not too sure. But I can choose whether I want to buy or whether I want to sell. Okay. I believe you can short sell. Yes, you can short sell in Webull. Again, I wouldn't recommend that. Stay the frick away from short selling for now. Okay. Until you've absolutely mastered how to play the long side, do not even mess with shorting yet. I am uncomfortable shorting still. Okay, and I've only been in it for 2 years, but you know, there's guys who will start, with their grandma's inheritance and start shorting right off the bat and lose thousands of dollars. So I would not recommend that. Just stick to the long side, place a long trade, and ride it for a couple days. Learn to watch it. Don't try to make it do what you want it to do. Just try to learn why it does what it does. So, anyways, onward. So yeah, that's where you'd place your trades. I believe you can place trades from the chart screen as well, which is good. You can go to your account. Obviously, it shows your P&L, shows your different stats, which is really cool. A lot of brokers don't do this, and this is really cool. You can look at your history, which yeah. So your account statements, tax documents. Again, that'll be another thing that I'll cover in the future is tax documents. You guys won't have to worry about that right off the bat, I don't think. None of us are like tremendously profitable yet, so you really don't have to worry about claiming anything yet, unless, yeah, yeah. But and then they have a module for paper trading. I haven't dove into this, but basically it's just you can paper trade. It's all simulation. So let me go to the chart. Let's say I want to place an order. Yes, okay. So you can. So like if I wanted to place an order right here at 306.11, I could right click and go to new order. Okay. And then go from there. And I don't want to do it because I don't want it to debit my account because I've got nothing in there right now. So but yeah, I mean, it's Webull. Oh, and that's another thing with Webull is you can actually run multiple desktops, multiple monitors. You can split off. I don't know. Here we go. You can click detach window, and once you detach the window, you can actually drag it up to a different monitor. You can put different stuff on it, kind of like what you can do in Thinkorswim, you know. So, anyways, all right, let's close this out. Now, last, and how long are we into this? We're into this for 30 minutes. Holy crap! All right, all right. So Thinkorswim, Thinkorswim. Here's the deal, guys. If you, I know Thinkorswim pretty well. Okay, I know all the indicators, all the different things you can do, tweaks. I know how to place the orders, all that kind of stuff in there. So I mean, it would be beneficial if you want training with me. It would be much easier for me to work with you if you start off learning Thinkorswim. And that sounds kind of selfish, but Thinkorswim, I guarantee you, it's a little bit more advanced than everything else that I've shown you, except for the Webull. Webull to me feels confusing. Okay, Webull to me feels like it's kind of cumbersome. Okay, but I mean, it still seems good. And that's the one thing. Let's back up. All of those apps that I went, all of those programs I went to, all have apps on your smartphones. So does Thinkorswim. Okay, so you can do a little bit more in Thinkorswim mobile than you can do in everything else as well. But each one of those brokers have cell phone apps where you can do what you need to do, but basically. So, all right. So, anyways, Thinkorswim. I love Thinkorswim. I started out on Thinkorswim because it's what Ricky Gutierrez used, and that's the guy that I learned his method first. But the thing is, with Thinkorswim, basically, your main window here, once you get all signed up, and in order to sign up at Thinkorswim, in order to get Thinkorswim, here's what you got to do. Okay, I'm gonna give you the quick. Just type in TD Ameritrade. Just go to tdameritrade.com, and then you're gonna open a new account. Okay. I don't believe you have to deposit anything in to open up a new account. But once you do open a new account, I mean I had Thinkorswim. I had a TD Ameritrade account. I had a TD Ameritrade account for 2 years. Hey, funny boy. Anyways, I had a TD Ameritrade account for 2 years before they actually shut it down because I didn't have any money in it. I was trading in Ustock Trade and Robinhood and Webull because Thinkorswim charged like $6.50 to buy and $6.50 to sell. Therefore, the commissions would have killed me. So basically, now they've dropped all the commissions, so trading is free in Thinkorswim, which is amazing because now I can trade where I chart, which is really cool. Because I used to do all my technical analysis in Thinkorswim because it was amazing. But when I saw something I needed to trade, I needed to open up Robinhood or open up Ustock Trade, and then 30 seconds later, I finally get the trade on. By that time, my window's gone. So I'd end up losing money that way as well. So anyways, so yeah, just open a new account with TD Ameritrade. Like I said, I don't believe you have to. You don't have to deposit anything, but basically in any of these programs, when you sign up, you'll link it to a bank account. You don't have to input anything, I don't believe. And then basically once you've created that new account, you can then go to Tools and Platforms. Okay, Tools and Platforms, and then from here, as you scroll down, you can see, okay, you've got the web platform, which is garbage. And then you have Thinkorswim. So just obviously you can click mobile. You can get all that through the App Store and stuff for your watch, for your phone, for your iPad, whatever. But just click Thinkorswim. And then obviously choose Thinkorswim again. Once you've opened that new account, you can then just scroll down to the bottom, I believe it is. At least it used to be. Somewhere here you can download it. I think when you're signed in, it'll automatically give you the download button. But once you have Thinkorswim, it's amazing. You'll get Thinkorswim. All right. One thing to mention with Webull, Robinhood, and I believe some of the others, they also have what they call affiliate links. So, for instance, if any of you guys are going to be signing up for Robinhood, there's a way you can get a free stock. You don't have to use my affiliate link. You can look for somebody else that has an affiliate link. But basically, if you were to sign up on Robinhood by clicking this link that I have, and I'll put it in the Fat Kid room. Or if anybody else has an affiliate link, you can post it. And if anybody wants to sign up off of those accounts, each one of you get one free stock. And they say you can you can get a free stock like Facebook or Apple, which can sometimes be a couple $100 in value for free. So, but Thinkorswim doesn't do that. TD Ameritrade doesn't do that. But Robinhood and Webull, I believe, do. But I'll post it in there in the Facebook group. I forgot to mention that. But yeah. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Also, before I go into Thinkorswim, there's other paid brokers like Interactive Brokers, Tastyworks, Lightspeed. They're all advanced brokers. They do the same thing that Thinkorswim does, but they're all more based for like day trading and options and stuff like that. Plus, you have to deposit money in order to. You have to actually pay X amount per month to have their platforms. So they're paid platforms. So, anyways, so once you have Thinkorswim and you download it, you'll have this. I could go back and log in and show you how you log. It's just a little box comes up. You put in your username. That after you've created your account, you'll be able to sign in. In the top left-hand corner, it's going to show you your account information. You can change. You can click Customize Gadget and show all the different information you want to see about your account right there in the top left. You can then create different watch lists. Like I have a bunch of different watch lists running. Like I have one that's just like this one, bare bones 25 million. It shows me every stock that's had 25 million shares in volume for that day. There's like 52-week high breakout watch lists that I've created. There's what I call the 38 special, which is where the three period moving average dips under the 8 period moving average, which is kind of a sign that it's a good pullback and it's ready to take off. There's so many different things that you can create through the scanning in this program, to where not only can you create a scanner to look for these stocks right now, but you can create watch lists of these things to where it's continually scanning for those stocks. So if I'm sitting here and I'm trading, or I'm reading charts, and all of a sudden I get a ding and something comes up on the 52-week high a day scanner showing me, hey, something is right at within 2% of the 52-week high. I'm like, holy crap. I pull it up. Oh man, this is about to go. Boom, I place my buy and I'm good to go. Okay. I love Thinkorswim. It's amazing in my opinion. So you're gonna have to develop your own opinion, but again, if I'm going to be working with you, it's so much easier to go much more in depth if I'm doing it in something that I understand, that I know. When it comes to place and order types, like right now, this is that thing I've talked about before in on demand. Okay, this is the only broker that I know of that offers this. I could be wrong, but like right now, it's not clicked right now. But why do I have just volume? I have nothing. Maybe because there we go. All right, so this is AMD currently. Okay, the Advanced Micro Devices. This is their chart currently. You can customize. You can have a black background with different colored candles. You can change all this. You can have Heikin Ashi candles, range tick candles. You can have trend candles. You can have all sorts of crap, whatever you find what your style is. So you can set all sorts of different options, like the width from the end of the screen that price is, how tall it is, how tall the candles are, stuff like that. Up here in this corner, right up here, you can share your charts. You can like put in different indicators. Which, look at this. I'm just going to start scrolling. This starts in the A's. These are all the different stock indicators that come with Thinkorswim. Okay. I'm about halfway right now. All right. And I've got some that I've added in there as well. I've got all these shared ones, which are ones that I've gotten off of different websites. You can put in strategies. Strategies, I haven't used this yet, but strategies are where it's different indicators that are built into trading systems, to where if you want to get to where you're automating your trading, to where the computer's trading for you, you could do that. Then you have different sets, like for instance, let me go. I want to do my TMO ATR set. I just click that and it shows me all the indicators that I have for that, and I click use set, populates all that, and I watch my screen. Alright, so here's that setup. I have my ATR trailing stop, I have my TMO indicator, I have my TTM squeeze line here. It has my bid-ask spread, my ATR and ATR range, so let's say I don't want that. Cool, I'll just go back to my sets. Let's say I want my 3834 VWAP TMO use set. Boom, I'm on a completely different setup now, okay? Where I've got VWAP and I got moving averages and everything. So anyways, there's a bunch of different options. You can create exactly what you want to fit the style that you trade in. I'm trying to be as quick as I can here, guys. There's a lot of stuff to cover. But anyways, yeah. So you can create different watch lists, different types of watch lists. You can detach these, and you can drag them out onto other desktops and do all sorts of funky stuff. You can also, this will blow your freaking mind here. You can go down here. You can look at. Let's say you need a calculator. Boom, you got a calculator. All right. Let's say you want your level 2. Level 2 is buy orders and sell orders. Live audio, where you listen to I think it's like Trader Radio and stuff like that. Live news, market depth. You can play Minesweeper. You can play Tetris. Okay, let's try it. Let's do it. Okay, we're playing Tetris, and I believe I use my. I don't know what the controls are, but anyways, so like if you're sitting here just watching a stock and you're bored, no, hey, I'll play some Tetris while I'm waiting for my setup to happen. It's yeah. So anyways, over here you can create so many different things. Trader TV, Trade Flash. Trade Flash is like news flashes for the stocks that you're in. You can create different watch lists. Scratchpad, where you can write down and stuff. Quick chart, phase scores. There's all that stuff. Now that's just the sidebar. Okay, so let's get rid of the sidebar now. All right. So if we go up to the top here, we have different tabs. All right. Here on the monitor page is where we would see all of our let's go to monitor activity and positions. It's going to show all of our orders, all of our working orders, filled orders. This may sound confusing. It's not, guys. It's simple, and when I first looked at this, I was like, oh my god, I am never going to learn this. Here I am. Okay, it's not hard. I can lead you through this. I would not worry about this. All right. So let's go to so up here in the top left-hand corner. Let's go back to the charts. Wait, first trade. Again, kind of like what Webull has. You can create different trades. Okay, again, you can do this on the chart as well, depending on what you want, how you want to trade. You can analyze, which analyzing, I have never used this. Maybe someday I will. All right, scan. This is where I can create all my scanners. So, for instance, if I go to, let me load one of my scans. Let's do the 38 trap. 38 trap is basically all this criteria that I've written in here. TTM trend is trending up, blah, blah, blah. I click scan, and it's going to scan the entire market through this criteria. Okay, so it comes up with showing me 200 out of 305 stocks that meet all of this criteria. So guess what? I look at these. Let's pull up space SPCE, and oh, I gotta switch this. That's another thing, is you can tie these watch lists together. So when you click on one, it comes up. So this matches my criteria here, because this would be a buy tomorrow morning for me. Look at this trend line support, or yeah, trend line support. Price is above that trend line. Anytime you see that descending triangle, you get a break above that. That's a sign of a reversal. Okay, so this right here, in the morning, I'm probably going to be looking at getting into this, because there's a chance that this is going to run the length from the last dip. So let's see here. So maybe run from here about that kind of length. So that's about 25%. That could be a good 25% runner. So I don't know. Anyways, all right. So scanners, you can build literally you can find all of the different criteria that you want. You can build your own scanners the way you want. I can help you build scanners. It's simple. Again, I'm not mathematically inclined and I'm not a smart guy, but I've learned how to do this. You can create alerts. You can do all sorts of stuff. Tools, education. Go to the education tab. And guess what? In the education tab, when this comes up, you can go to different courses on how to use Thinkorswim or how to trade. And my Wi-Fi sucks right now, so it's not coming up. You can do help, obviously. You can do flexible grid, to where you create different, like this right here is one of my older grids where I have like different versions of the same chart. This is back from my NBEV days. But anyways, yeah, I mean, you can customize this. I mean, when I have it running while I'm trading, I got it on all 4 monitors, and I have multiple pages on each monitor, different things. It matches my style. It grows with me, and I'm only using probably 10% of what Thinkorswim offers. So, last thing I'm going to cover really quick is alerts and indicators, or not indicators, alerts and drawing tools. This is huge. So, alerts. Say for instance, one of the systems I run is I will take a previous level of resistance, which, let's say this $1.50 here, right? And I'll place a buy order right above that level, so that when price climbs back up to that and gets that level, it'll buy me in, because generally once it breaks that level of resistance and buys me in, it should run for a good 5 to 10% minimum. Sometimes, sometimes it'll fail, but more often than not, it'll bust through that level and buyers will jump on just like me, and everybody will just drive that price up. So what I might want to do is I might just go ahead and create a buy order there, and click buy, just like that, and boom, there's my that would be my buy order right there, right? Okay, that you saw come up. There's a couple different ways I can do that. I can do that through Active Trader. On the side here, we got our time and sales. Right now you're not going to see it because the market's closed. Active Trader, which here you can create your own different order types, like the OCO bracket, which is one cancels the other. So when I buy, it'll create a stop loss automatically, and it'll create a profit target automatically, to where at that point, once I put in the buy order, I walk away and I don't have to do anything. Literally, you can place trailing stops, to where it trails behind the price. And as price goes up, the stop loss goes up with it. But if price goes back down, the stop loss stays where it is. So that way you retain profit. You can there's so much in here to that we could go over, but maybe at a later date. Thinkorswim is just crazy. If you click your mouse wheel, you have all these different drawing tools. Like for instance, you got your simple trend lines, where if I want to just draw trend lines, you can do that. You can use just a monetary level line, which is this one right here. just double click and there's that line. You've got regression channels. Regression channels are good because once you click here, it automatically creates this channel for you and shows you the standard channel that price is in. Because whenever price busts out of this range, it's known as a breakout, obviously, because you can see what happens. If price busts out of this range, guess what? It's another breakout. All right, we have Fibonacci retracements. I'm gonna give you a quick taste of Fibonacci here, really quick. Okay. Let me clear all these drawings. Fibonacci is a video all in of itself. Okay. But the thing is with Fibonacci retracements, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because a lot of traders use it. The general rule is that whenever there's a move from a low to a high or a high to a low, that price will normally retrace or pull back to at least 50%, sometimes 61.8%. All right, so I have a move from 135 to 150, and then we have price kind of leveled off here in this area. So let's see, hypothetically, let's use our Fibonacci retracements. I'm going to draw a level from the low to the high at 150. All right, so average price looks like it's leveling off right above the 50. Okay, so would I place an order here at the 50? Probably not. I'd wait to see what price does, because maybe price is going to come back down. It may even come back down to the 61.8 area eventually. But using Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci extensions, it feels like magic sometimes. For instance, a Fibonacci extension would be something like this. From a low to a high to the retracement level, and then it shows me what's to be expected with a possible, you could almost somewhat expect a move from this retracement to another 100%, which would be projected price of $1.58. Okay, so a lot of people will place sell orders in that area. Okay, it seems like magic, but it's not. It's just self-fulfilling prophecies because a lot of people use tools like this. Again, would you place a trade or sell a trade? Sell based off of this? No, it's only to lend confluence. If moving averages are lining up, you got your price, volume, and time. You got your price, volume, time. Anything else, stochastics to whatever else, whatever tools that you like to use. If you have confluence where everything is in confluence with each other, that lends to give you a better, idea of the probabilities of what could happen. Okay, Fibonacci is not in and of itself foolproof. Sometimes it is though. Sometimes you'll be like, holy crap, I knew it was going to pull back to there, and I knew it was going to run from there or something. So anyways, you have a bunch of other things. You have all the different indicators you can put on, all the different tools. You have live news that's going on. You have your level 2, which shows your order book. You have all the different things. You can do your phase scores, which shows you the financials of the company, basically the fundamentals. I don't use them that much because my philosophy is this shows me the fundamentals. You could be different. That's okay. I ain't gonna hate. So anyways, that's Thinkorswim. Sorry for the length of the video. It's been almost an hour now. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, I'm gonna post the affiliate links for Robinhood and Webull in the Facebook group. And that way, if you sign up through one of those brokers and use one of those affiliate links, we both get a free stock. And I think even Webull offers like 2 or 3 stocks. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'll post those in there. Or if one of you guys already have a Robinhood account and you want to give the other guys your affiliate link, go ahead and post it in there. And then that way you guys could land yourselves each a free stock. So, and it could be Apple or something like that. It's free money. So anyways, have a good night, guys. Sorry for the length of this. It's a lot of information to cover, and I'm trying to be as quick as I can. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye.